Hello and welcome to another episode of Better You Life Coaching. I'm your host Dre, and today's topic is going to be me sharing my health journey. Up until about 4 years ago, I was in terrible health. The impetus for the turnaround was really, I was in a store and I'd gotten up to a weight that I had never thought I would ever be at. And the lady, I'm looking at shirts for my frat brother's wedding. I'm looking at shirts and I'm like, everything is so snug. Like, it's killing me. I'm like, my size is an XL, 2X max if it's cut kind of small. So, And the lady looks at me and she's like, "Oh, baby, what's going on?" She's like, "All right, go into the fitting room and put that shirt on and come out and let me see it." She looks at me. "Oh, it's not snug. You just need a bigger shirt, baby." It's like, it's like, she grabs a 3X and a 4X. She's like, "Yeah, try one of these. Try the 3X first." And I was like, "No, ma'am, I am not a 3X brother. Not at all." And I put it on. And that shirt fit. And I said to myself, I have no idea what I weigh. So I went to the gym and I stepped on the scale, and it said that I was 293 pounds. And I never thought I would be that big. In high school, even much of college, I was cruising right around 190, 200 if I was being really lazy. And after having a kid, getting out of school and everything, it's like, yeah, I put on a couple pounds, but I was thinking like, yeah, so I put on like 15, maybe 20, no more than 25. But at that size, and especially for my height, that was really unhealthy. To be essentially just shy of being a 300-pound man, standing at just a shade over 5'9", like it wasn't good. And I was having complications with my eyesight because of the weight and my diet. And my blood pressure was fighting me. Like I remember going to work one day and being so stressed out that I went to see the company doctor, and I was like, I got this huge headache. I need like an Aleve or something. And she was like, "Dude, you need to sit down. Like, you aren't leaving my office. It's like your blood pressure is 200 over 140 right now. You ain't leaving my office. F them clients, F whatever it is you got going on. Like, I'm giving you these pills right now to help get your blood pressure under control. It's like, you need to go home. You need to take care of yourself." And it was a wake-up call, and I started back exercising, lifting weights. And then shortly thereafter, I saw my primary care doctor for my physical. They diagnosed me with type 2 diabetes. And at that point, and especially anybody who knows me, I was really, really reeling. And my doctor was telling me that I would need to take insulin shots. Anybody who knows me knows that's a no-go. I have a tremendous fear of needles. And for me to jab myself, it's never going to happen. But she also said that my kidneys would fail. And that essentially, if I didn't start doing these things, that it really wasn't a way for me to avoid being on dialysis within a year and a half tops. And remember dropping down to my knees that night and praying and saying to myself, like, I gotta do better. I gotta be better. And God, I need you. I know who you are. I know what you can do. God, I just pray that you walk with me. And right now, I need you to carry me. Because I can't fathom and process what's happening to me. It don't make any sense. And I just simply said, I said, God, I'm going to do everything that is morally possible on my end. And I'm believing you that if I do what I'm supposed to do, that you're going to show up and that you're going to take care of me. And thankfully, he did. I completely changed my life around. I cut out a lot of the fast foods that I was getting that was so unhealthy. Like, I was eating Popeyes, Bojangles, getting like 2-3 meals a day that were loaded with salt, like taking in 3 and 4 days worth of salt a day, like 8,000 milligrams plus. And I was like, no wonder my body's unhealthy. No wonder I'm having the complications I'm having. And it really started with small changes. I got back into the gym. I started back running. I wasn't running, but like, going for a nice walk, nice jog, hitting the elliptical. I changed what I was eating. I stopped drinking sodas, and even today, nearly every meal I eat, like, I drink water. And then substituting foods. And it was a process. It wasn't nothing that happened overnight. But I made a plan and I stuck with it. And thankfully, when I went back to my doctor, many of the complications of that previous diagnosis, I'm thankful that my God made her a liar in that regard. That I'm in good health today. And that I no longer have type 2 diabetes. I'm no longer suffering from those complications with my eyesight, where my sight was just, I basically was going blind for stretches of time in one or both of my eyes. Like, I'm still working on my blood pressure, but I'm so thankful that that's under control. And, hopefully with a little bit more hard work and time, I won't even need any of the medication. I was on 2 medications previously, but now it's just one. So it's one of those things where looking at the finish line from the beginning, it is intimidating. It does seem impossible. And it does seem like you never get there whenever you're in the trenches trying to work towards that goal. But just as sure as a kid waits for Christmas one day at a time, like, it's gonna come. As long as you do what you're supposed to do. As long as when you have a setback, you don't allow yourself to wallow and stay there and stay set back, you're gonna reach your goals. I'm thankful that today, I was at 293, and today I'm basically 100 pounds lighter. I'm at 190 pounds. So when it comes to health, it's something that I'm very passionate about, because health is something that, to a large degree, we can control. We can control how fit we are. We can control the foods that we put in our body. We can control how we maintain ourselves. Like, those are all things within our scope of control. And when it comes to health, my biggest goal with this channel is to encourage people to take control. Take control of your life, take control of your health, and take accountability for it. You didn't get there overnight, and you won't get to the place that you want to overnight. But the important thing is to never lose sight of the fact that you will get there. You most definitely will get there. Well, that's pretty much it for my health story, at least. So thank you so much for riding along with me today. This has been Dre with Better You Life Coaching. Excuse me. Thank you so much for riding along with me today. This has been Dre with Better You Life Coaching. If you haven't already, please like, comment, share, subscribe, ring the notification bell, tell a friend, tell your sister, your cousin, your mama, tell them to subscribe and check it out. It's good stuff. Thank you. Have a great one.
Tell me pretty lies, look me in the face, tell me that you love me.